Hi, Sam Tober, Sound of Joy Music Services, and we have our next viewer request, the hymn No Not One. Now, this key song is done in the key of F if you look at the actual hymnal. So let's take you to that key and let's do our scale and back down. One octave with the left hand and back down. Now, if you've known any of my videos that which are hymns, I'm a very good appreciation for a hymn in its natural state. Take the chords that are basically built around it and then begin to introduce some classical or jazz chords around it. This is the same thing goes along with this song. Let's do the Nashville, first of all, number system chord system. There's your one, your two, your three, your four, your five, your six, your seventh with the diminished, and of course octave eight all back to the one. Now, believe it or not, in the Nashville chord system, hymns have a good place in which to rest. If you're doing just root chords, which is the way that most piano players were taught to play, nothing wrong with that because it gets you in the what I call the actual home position of your traditional chords, and you can hear the different tones that you can fit around the melody, all in the scales. So if you want to put some chords around this, which are, I will say, Nashville based but gospel in its sounding, put a seventh in there, right? Then add two in there, another minor, but really it's a G7th, just broken up, another seventh, B major seventh, but when we add the B at the bottom, G at the bottom, it changes the whole name of the chord. So now, same melody. Melody has not changed, but look at all the what I call the fatness of the chords that you can throw in there. The second verse, none else can heal. Walk up the gospel, walk up. All our souls' diseases. Yes, I do know the lyrics of this. I played this song my entire church musician life. No, back to that seventh chord again. It's here. It's called a G9, but it's really, if you take all the chords down, it's a, it's like a G7. No, I'll let you look at that chord. Now it looks like it's a hard chord to reach, but you can always move your hands. So that gets you through the first part of the song. Second part, the chorus. This is like a pentatonic scale. And back to. Which is why I stress learning the scales and learning all your chords. So, Jesus, your seventh chord in there again. gives you that nice gospel approach. But now you can go traditional also. Drop two. That'll get you through the song also. If you want to get a little bit more gospel, kind of jazzy. Till the day is done. Now you can see melody is always at the top, and I will always be teaching melody at the top because that's how you recognize the song. Chords fit underneath the melody. Now, when you do go outside of that, it's because someone or some instrumental or vocals are giving you a real strong melody path in which to drop additional chords to. Back to theirs. This is my change. Classical friend. Gospel turnaround. See how I've got my lowest note is anchoring all the chords. No, not. This is the anchor. This is holding down all the chords. Melody at the top. Now, how do you get comfortable in placing your bass notes to anchor any song that you're playing? You have to be able to hear the bass in your chords. There's your chord. So here's your bass chord. You're gonna put your bass note. You're gonna put there. Now just watch me walk. The right there, because again the bass is being heard in the chord. Because I can hear the chord and I can hear the bass note in the chord, it's easier to find it. Now, is there a secret and some tip that I can supposedly give you? That's the best one I can give you. You're going to find the bass note in the chord that you're playing. For those who like to teach, your bass note teaches you the song. I beg to differ because if you don't know the melody is the song. The chords and the bass notes just support the melody. As you can see, this is a hymn, but I'm giving an actual gospel approach with some jazz chords to broaden out to support where the melody is going. Now, I could go a whole different way. There's not a friend like the Lord. And really go out of the box chord wise, but you really don't want to do that. If you're doing this as a congregational song, you want to stay within the context of the song and give them that melody at the top. Not. No, not. Give them this walk down. None else can heal all our souls' diseases. Just walking it through. We're going to go here to the C7. No, not one. Jesus knows all our souls' diseases. I'm trying to remember the lyrics. He will guide till the day is done. Classical, I'm slowing it down. Not little tension right here. Like the Lord. This little arpeggio. Again, there's that bass note. Turn around, little jazz. No, or this is better. know where these notes are, you can borrow chords. No, learn these chords. Not one. Sam Tober, Sound of Joy Music Services. We are attempting to have musicians to really get comfortable in their own musical skin by giving you all the tips and trademarks that we have used in our past. Like the video, become a subscriber, and leave your comments. Share with everyone that you know. Sam Tober, Sound of Joy Music Services. On to our next viewer request.